But, Madam Speaker, while we have that house existing, we'll have to deal with it. And I urge the Leader of Majority to live by his word and appoint a very strong mediation committee so we look into the issues of the RMLF. And I want to confirm, Honorable Speaker, that indeed there is a lot of duplication happening in the counties. Duplication through RMLF, duplication through the equalization fund. And one of the biggest problems we have is that equalization fund. And I want to tell you, Leader of Majority, you are lucky that you withdrew that bill, the appropriation bill for equalization. We would have thrown it out until we solve the issue of the procurement function. It is one of the biggest mistakes that was done by the Treasury to bring regulations, Madam Speaker, that allocates the power of procurement to the county governments. And that's where the problem comes in. That's where they come and do their duplication. And outright plunder of public resources. So, Madam Speaker, I just want to say that I want to urge honorable members, when the minister comes, I hope he will come tomorrow, let us all come in numbers, and while I do not want to anticipate debate, but let us all come in numbers and for once and for all, deal with the matter of the equalization fund so that the people and the counties and the communities that are supposed to benefit from this fund can be able to benefit as per the Constitution and as per the vision of the makers of our Constitution. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Member for Buri.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just like the majority leader said, I think it has never happened in the two parliaments we have been, Tolof and this other one. When we think we are moving the right direction and the country is trying to manage the resources properly, the others who are not recognizing the positiveness of the things that the government is doing. Madam Speaker, one of the greatest problems that we have in the counties is the capacity to manage the resources that has been appropriated to them. Road sector being one of them. Madam Speaker, we have a problem with the way the county is managing donor-funded. The Senate need to feel it. They really need to come out clean and tell Kenyans what their respective counties have done with the money that has been appropriated to them, and specifically the roads. I will challenge my senator to tell us what money has been put to the roads and what project of roads have been done in the 9 constituencies of Meru County. Mr. Speaker, it defeats the logic. It is undermining the intellect of these members, the 290 members, who have managed their constituency with the 22% and 10%. And significant things can be seen in the road sector. Madam Speaker, when everybody is saying, let's give service to our citizens, the Senate is refusing in totality a bill which has a lot of positiveness in it. Therefore, Madam Speaker, we are left wondering, are we serving the same citizens? What is the Senate representing? That you can reject the bill in totality, and the benefit of this is to the citizens they purport to serve. If there is anybody killing the revolution, is that House called the Senate. And I think time has come for us to call it out. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I think We can go to the next order. Okay, member for, you may proceed. Member for Mogotio. Not Mogotio, sorry. May proceed, Honorable Makilap. Give him the mic.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Writing on the response from the Honorable Dahoud on behalf of the road sector constituencies, as you may be knowing, Madam Speaker, that if you go today to every constituency in Kenya, the roads that you see being worked on are the little money that the constituencies receive as 22% of RMLF. You will wonder what happens with the budget of the county governments on the road sector. What happens to the money that are allocated to the county governments? And if senators are able to reject even the title of the bill without reading, Madam Speaker, the question that Kenyans are asking is, do we really need Senate? Do Kenyans require Senate? Do Kenyans require Senate? Kenyans do not require Senate. I think Parliament and National Assembly can transact business of this country without the Senate, because the Senate have reduced themselves into oversight in what MCAs are supposed to be doing in the counties. Our functions in the fourth schedule. The work Senate are doing is what MCAs of Kenya must be oversighting their county governments. Why do we have a situation where Senate summon Minister for Energy, Minister for Education, Minister for Security? What business do they have? That is function of national government. Let them read the fourth schedule. Madam Speaker, this matter is decided by the members of this House. That's what the law says. So we, in fact, going forward, if there is money to be allocated for equalization fund, Madam Speaker, the project money to be allocated for equalization fund, Madam Speaker, the projects must be itemized in our budget, so that when we pass the equalization fund, we pass with projects itemized and costed, Madam Speaker, so that we have real-time projects taking place in our counties. It is a lacuna. In fact, the judges did not read the Constitution properly. What Parliament appropriates must oversight it. What the MCAs will appropriate in the county governments, they go on oversight. Madam Speaker, we need to review this and call the Senate to order, so that programs of this country, development in this country, are not duplicated. Programs in this country can be able to be felt by the citizens who elected this House of Parliament. Madam Speaker, this is a serious matter that going forward, and even the committee that will be appointed for mediation, Majority Leader, appoint people who will not change their minds or could be convinced otherwise. People who have the interest of this country at heart.
Madam Speaker, I think the greatest mistake that the 2010 Constitution made without knowing is the establishment of Senate. I think that was the greatest mistake, and time has come when we are coming head-on with the truth. If, Madam Speaker, what they can do to reject in totality what goes to their voters, what goes to them, and they are the same people who claim that there are no roads, no lights and lighting, as amend that section called Senate. Carry all those functions to the National Assembly, because this House makes all laws. If, Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, sorry, if this House looks in totality the total amendment of the Constitution, whatever method, we must remove Senate for this country to be safe. I think Senate has taken us so far badly that rejection in itself, and it's good, Mr. Speaker, that they have rejected the entire thing.
Let's have the Honorable, who had this statement? Mutunga, or let's hear Mutunga first. Proceed, Mutunga, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I've listened very carefully to what the members are saying, expressing their discontent with the action of the Senate. Honourable Speaker, if you look closely at what Senate does, I do not pick which provision in the Constitution they follow in much of the work that they do. Senate oversights ministers or CSs, cabinet secretaries. Instead of oversighting the governors, they keep calling the cabinet secretaries to their offices. They keep calling the PSs and ends of institutions. I do not know where this provision is, Honourable Speaker. On there is a 22% and a 10%, which comes from the levy. Senate has been eyeing this to pass it, either not done, unless where MCAs have stood there, either not done, unless where MCAs have stood their guard and forced the governor in place to give them money to do the roads. And they put such money in the budgets. It has not been happening. Honourable Speaker, they used to modernize towns, put cabros on towns. We have seeing very little happening nowadays. We only see senators trying to fundraise for the governors.